Hi everyone, welcome. Thanks so much for stopping in. I'm Rena, and in today's Boxes and Deals, I'm going to do a full face of Sigma Beauty, at least the color cosmetics part. I already do have a base layer with my primer, foundation, concealer, setting powder, brows. So I'll go ahead and do the rest with all Sigma products and show you swatches as well of some of the palettes that I've purchased. If you'd like to see what Sigma products I'm excited to try out, please stay tuned. I did also prime my lips. I love this lip balm and I will probably buy it again. This actually came in a package of 3, so it was a little bit cheaper than buying them separately. So it came with this lip balm and it looks like this, but it's pH activated. So that's why my lips have a hint of pink, because this not only moisturizes, I think it has jojoba, vitamin E, maybe shea butter, one more softening, and hydrating, but I think hyaluronic acid. So it also has a pH activating color, so it goes on clear but reacts to your personal pH to give you your own unique shade. And so mine turns just this kind of flush pink. I love it. So that's what this is. That's just their lip balm. And it also came with, this is the box. It came with a lip gloss as well. And it's the Hydrating Lip Gloss in Glazed. So it looks like this is just kind of a sheer with sparkle, kind of gold sparkle. This one nourishes and rejuvenates the lips in a tinted pH activated shimmer. I haven't tried this one yet. That's why it was still in the box. I didn't realize this is pH activated too. Very interesting. I'll have to try that one and see what shade it turns my lips. But this one is in the shade Dewy. They only have one shade of each of these that I know of right now. This is Daytime Lip Nourishment. They consider this one daytime all day lip protection. And then the other one I have in the house, it's actually a lip mask. So it's in the tube, the squeeze tube. It's in a lip mask, conditioning lip mask for overnight lip renewal. So soothe, soften, and replenish lips while you sleep in a smooth leave-on formula. It feels like a lip oil when you put it on. So I do like that one as well. These are amazing. That was definitely worth the purchase, especially when you get them on sale. So everything that I purchased from Sigma has been heavily discounted, usually around 40, at the very least 30%, sometimes 40%, sometimes 50%, sometimes more. Especially when you consider you could also get free products with purchase a lot of times. A lot of times there'll be clearance plus an extra percent off. So Sigma has amazing sales. So definitely don't ever pay full price for anything. That's my recommendation from Sigma, because there's always a sale on something or another, or sometimes site-wide. So the rest of the things I will show you will be items that I purchased on sale. So this whole set is already discounted as a set, and then I got an extra percent off. The next thing I'm going to show you, we're going to go ahead and prime my eyes before the eyeshadow, and I got 2 of their eye primer color sticks. What are they called? Eyeshadow base primer, and they have 4 shades right now. 2 matte or cream, I guess you could say, colors. One's a more pinky toned, one's a more nude tone. I guess this one you could call pinky nude. And this is the shade Persuade. So I'll swatch both of them. I only have 2 of the 4. At some point, I'd like to get the other two as well. But I like that it gives, it could be, you know, some people, especially with fair, cool tone skin, this would match even more. For me, it looks, it doesn't match my skin tone necessarily, but it gives a nice pink toned base for maybe cool toned eyeshadows. Anything can go over it, but you know what I mean. It's a nice base. You can also blend it out and it becomes invisible, but still has that kind of tacky base, tacky smooth base for your eyeshadows. And this works amazing. I've been looking for some good eyeshadow primers, and these surprised me because I thought it's a eyeshadow stick. I can't imagine that it would be tacky enough to keep your eyeshadow lasting. It does. This works better than any eye primers I have, and I have a lot of them. So this surprised me. I will definitely be getting more. Anyway, this was the shade Persuade, and this is the shade Bubbly, I believe. It is more of a pearl shade. Yes, the shade Bubbly. So this one's more pearlescent. So this one's the pinky pearlescent, and then the other pearlescent they have is, once again, more of the gold toned, warm toned, or neutral. Isn't that gorgeous? And once again, you can just blend it out to soften it up. But these can be used as eyeshadow or eyeshadow bases, or on the lower lash line as an eyeliner, or on the upper lash line. Or that one would be good as an inner corner highlight. I mean, they're so versatile, but definitely the best eye primers that I've used. So we'll use that to prime the eyes. I will go ahead and use the shade Persuade. And I just dab it out with my finger. And I just kind of thinned it out up here, so it's up here as well, but you can't even tell that it's there. Matches my skin tone more than I even realized. Next, we'll go ahead and do our eyeshadow. I was having a hard time deciding which palette I wanted to use today because I do have quite a few. Maybe for one video, I'll just do a whole palette swatch party for the Sigma palettes, but this one is kind of the one they're probably most well known for, I think. This is their Cor de Rosa, and it is gorgeous, and so is the color story. And they do have the mirror, and I love the more rigid plastic sheet to protect the shadows, so I keep that. The ones that are just like a flimsy plastic, almost like plastic wrap, I just throw those away generally, but I like the rigid ones, and I do keep those. And it even has the rose print on there as well. And it does come with an eyeshadow brush, double-sided. That's another thing I love about their full-size palettes, is they do each come with the double-sided brushes. This one is, let's see if they have numbers, E38 diffused crease brush. That would be more a blending brush for me because I do have the hooded eyes, so I need the smaller ones for the crease brushes. And this one is E54 medium sweeper, so it's kind of the flat but not too flat and more dense. This is more fluffy. So, and then it has that coral shade to match the palette, and here are the colors. Look at those gorgeous beauties. We've got warms and cool tones, so I like that there's a blend. You've got your pink tones, you've got kind of taupe and gold, mauve, purple, burgundy, some more mauve, kind of coral. But yeah, a nice blend of warm and cool tones, neutrals as well as pops of color. I love it. So at the end, I'll show you full swatches of the palette. Another set of brushes that I have that I did get on clearance, because these would have been expensive otherwise, was the Cinderella set. I don't have any of the other Cinderella products, but I do have the Cinderella brush set because I could not pass these beauties up. It comes with this adorable makeup bag, so you can put your brushes in it plus lots more, and it is the Cinderella. I love it, and it's very rigid, so it's a good protector. I mean, you could probably even put your palettes in it and they would be safe. But look at these. They're this shimmery, iridescent, pearlescent, I guess, baby blue, sky blue. They're just absolutely gorgeous. They're my favorite brushes that I've ever purchased or received. I thought the Alice in Wonderland brushes would be my favorite. I only have one of these because it came with my Alice in Wonderland palette. Yes, I have that one as well. That's the only Disney palette I have from Sigma. So I missed out on the Cinderella and Beauty and the Beast. But I did get Alice in Wonderland, which is, I love Alice in Wonderland, so I was happy to get that. But when I received these, I was like, oh, I love those even more than the Alice in Wonderland brushes. I'm going to use this kind of a pinky coral shade, and it is called Hybrid right here. And I'm going to use that as kind of my all over base shade. Take the more dense side and bring that same shade under the eyes. And we'll do the other side and come back. All right, we're making this one easy. I think I'm gonna deepen it up on the outside. I think we'll go, I was trying to decide between orange and brown. I think we'll go brown. So that's that one right here, and this is the shade Barefoot. It's kind of a cool brown. Oh, and then I did get one of these. This is Switch, what do they call it? Sigma Switch. So you can reuse the same brushes, and each of them have different textures. Right? We're going to switch the denser side, and we're going to use this shade here. It's a kind of a coral shimmer. It almost looks like it shifts from a sort of a rose, a warm rose, to a copper. I don't know, it's kind of in between. It's called High Society. I'm going to swatch it. Yeah, it is more copper, but it does kind of give a little bit of a pink to it. But we're going to try the brush first and see how that does, and then see if the finger works better, possibly. With a wetter brush, it would probably do better, but I'm going to go ahead and use my finger. So pretty much the same as the base shade, just with a little bit of shimmer. It's almost unnoticeable. I'm going to do a touch of this gold shade here for the inner corner, and that is called Sun Sprite. I'm going to do a little bit with a fluffy brush, a little bit up on the brow bone. I went ahead and did that, the bubbly, the more shimmery eye pencil for the waterline. Thought maybe to brighten it up, but I think I'm actually going to go over it with a deeper color that would kind of match up here. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Color Chameleon, and this is in the shade Smoky Pillow Talk. There we go. Now I'm going to do a mascara really quick, and then we'll do our face products. All right, there's the eyes so far. Next, for the face products. So I've been dying to try this cream blush. I got the shade Pashmina. I had a hard time deciding which shade to get, but I only have one so far. I may have to collect more, but this one, this is what the box looks like, the packaging, and I love how it's kind of iridescent as well. It does have a mirror inside, and that is the color. And I've been really into corals lately, and this just looked like the perfect coral. It's like that perfect in between pink and peach. So we're going to try that. In person, it almost leans more pink, whereas on camera, it leans a little more peach, but still some pink to it. I like that. So we're going to do, this is the, of course, the Cinderella. This is the Flat Kabuki F80. Great for dabbing cream products. So I just dabbed to where it's evenly coated but not too saturated. And then we'll dab softly at first, just to get the color dispensed onto my cheek. And yeah, and then the rest I'll put on my hand so that it won't be overly done. Then, so I'm not putting more product on my cheek than I want. Then I just kind of, you dab and rub. That is really pretty. And I'm going to leave it at that. I think I put a little too much right here. There we go. Easily fixed. It doesn't look as dark or intense on the camera. Then I look in the mirror and it looks a little more so. So it's really difficult to tell because the camera looks different. But I love that. And if we want to add more, I'll add a little powder on top just to give it a little more color. And then I did get 2 face palettes. They actually have more. I think they only have 1 highlighter palette at the moment. I'm not sure, but they do have 2 blush palettes. One is the Cor de Rosa blush palette. I'm interested in that, but I wanted to go for this one. This one looked like more my shades. Look at their packaging is just so amazing. But this one looked more like my shades. The Cor de Rosa, I think I would love too, but it looked a little deeper, at least on their website. I'd love to see it in person because it might still work. You know, it just never is the same in person as it is on their stock photos. So this is the blush palette. What would you call this one? This one is just the blush cheek palette. But these are the shades. It does have the mirror. It does have the protector. And those are the shades. And there's a nice little variety there. This could be a blush lighter. I love that. It's like a peachy gold, peachy rose gold, I guess. More pink with a gold shimmer. We might even use that. That would look really pretty with our look today. Then kind of a warm pink, a cool pink. This is kind of a, almost a warm toned mauve. This I would consider a bronzer, and this one could be between a blush or a bronzer. It's almost like a pink toned bronzer. I'm going to use this one, the pink toned one, as a bronzer actually. And in so doing, we're going to clean off this. A little more pink than I thought, but we'll just dab it. A warm pink, I guess. Still works for a bronzer. Yeah, I was going to use this one, but I don't want to overdo it. We're just going to go straight to highlighter. I'll try that one another time, because I do want to try this highlighter palette. So this is the Glowkissed palette. And once again, with 6 different highlighter shades. And normally I don't wear gold shades for highlighter, but since we are doing more of a warm look today, we'll go ahead and add a little bit of that gold. And it's called Golden Hour. Yeah, I like that. And I went in very lightly. You can definitely build it up to the intensity that you would like. And I think that goes nicely. Just a nice little subtle glow. And now we're ready for our lips. So as I said, I already did the base lip balm, and I think that makes an excellent primer for any lip products, because there's hardly any, like, it just absorbed. My lips still feel moisturized, but I can still put a product, even a lip cream, over it and it not be too much or too greasy or anything like that. So this is one of their lip creams. I actually got this in a Trend Mood box. This is the lip cream in the shade Dapper. And it was the shade that I would have chosen if I had a choice, so I was very happy to get it. One thing I like about it is it does have a huge doe foot applicator, so it takes one swipe across to cover each lip. And some people don't care for the larger ones, but I like it because it just makes it easy. And there's a lot of product on it. One time, didn't have to redip, and it covered both lips with plenty of product. I love the color. It's kind of a rosy, almost a brownie, a brown toned rose. And I think it goes well with the eyeshadow too. So what do you think? All right, so there is my Sigma look. And let me know in the comments if you want me to do a full, just a fun swatch party video, rather than, you know, maybe I'll do the makeup look ahead of time using the palettes, or maybe I'll play palette bingo, something like that. Let me know in the comments what you'd be most interested in, because I do have several Sigma palettes that I'm dying to try. And I have both of these palettes, the highlight and blush palettes. So I've got the Cor de Rosa, which I'll go ahead and swatch that one at least. I do have the Alice in Wonderland palette. I'll give you a sneak peek of that. Of course, I can't wait to use that one. And then I have 4 of these 9-pan palettes. And the time to get these, let me tell you, when you see them on sale, I think they're normally like $30 each or close to that. I got them when they were, I think I got one for free with purchase or something, but I got them 3 others of them when they were 3 for $30. Crazy. So there's 2 of them. I got Jewels, Electric Pink. Some of these have duochromes in them and they're gorgeous. Rosy and Hazy. So you can guess, since 3 out of the 4 of them, you can guess what my favorite color tones are for eyeshadow, but I do like some pops of color like that too. So they still have a few others that I would like to add and complete my collection, but those are what I have for now. So I can just do a whole swatch party, or we can play palette bingo, and that could be included with all the palettes, or one palette of your choice that you would really like to see more than the others. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you have any Sigma products, or have you tried them at all? Are there any that you have your eye on that you're hoping to get? Let me know in the comments below. And I will look if I have any discount codes. Clara Barrera may have if I don't. So I will double check that. And if I do find any, I will put them in the description below. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!